Dota 2 has faded into the fog. Once the king of MOBAs, the game now faces dwindling player numbers and declining viewerships. In this video, we'll go through what went wrong and, more importantly, what Dota must do to reclaim its throne. It's hard to talk about esports without mentioning the International.
Welcome to the International.
Since TI1, Dota has been setting records, offering jaw-dropping prize pools that captured the imagination of, well, millions. The $1.6 million prize pool was the first of its kind. I remember back then people thought Valve accidentally added an extra zero to the prize pool, but Valve came out on the official Dota 2 page and stated, no, this is real. Also, how can we not forget famous clips like
Wraparound gank is going to be the name of the game for IG. Who leads the way? I believe it should be Zoe. They're going to cut for the shorter path. They storm up the river. Patience from Zoe. Waiting in the wings. Navi's about to be caught. Oh, there's the sleep. The surge. He catches everyone. Oh, this could be a total disaster. Vacuum in. Ravage on everyone. The black hole as well. Light of heaven turns it around. Ravage as well. Stolen by Deadly. Are you kidding me? They turn it around. 4 heroes dead.
5-0 dead. Chuan trying to survive. Chuan's gonna go down. Puppy talked about the Naga counter. It's Light of Heaven with his BKB.
or Navi's fountain hooks in TI3.
Even been used. There's a hook. How? Brought all the way back to the base. Cleaned up.
Range creeping away.
There it is.
There it is. Yep.
Banana going for a ride on the Dindy Express. Welcome. Dindy's going to try it again. Can he? Got him that time. See you in the base move. Welcome home.
Actually, there's another huge thing that Dota created or added, or well, Valve added, that also shifted online gaming forever. TI3 was the first ever introduction to battle passes of any game. Remember, we did it here first. While other games evolved to capture new audiences, Dota 2 remained, well, frozen in time. Its legendary status wasn't enough to keep it on top forever. So, where did things go wrong? To this day, I still believe Dota 2 is one of the best games to play mechanically. Like, from the day to night cycle, stacking and pulling, creep aggro, heck, I could go on, but saying all that, I also believe this is its biggest weakness. And the things I mentioned before, they weren't even hard things, they were just fundamental to the game. Hopefully you know where I'm going with this. The game's complexity, while rewarding for veterans, completely alienates newcomers. I'm not even going to mention Smurfs in this video, by the way, so if you want to talk about that somewhere, go ahead and type in the comments, I don't really mind. But I remember every time I try to get someone new to try to play Dota, it kind of hits you when you realize how much there is to learn, because for us, it's muscle memory. You don't know where to start, like what role do you put them on? Because if you throw them on support, pos 4, pos 5, you might see a level 3 Crystal Maiden or Jakiro at 20 minutes. And before you flame them, you go, oh fuck, this is my friend. And I know Valve has been trying to add meaningful tutorials or beginner-friendly modes, but the game's complexity just causes too many players to simply give up. One of the biggest reasons Dota has fallen behind is Valve's passive approach to marketing. While competitors like League of Legends dominate headlines with breathtaking cinematic trailers,
when I was a kid, me and my sister, we played a game where we pretended to chase monsters away.
hit music videos like KDA or Warriors from Imagine Dragons, even award-winning TV shows like Arcane, Dota 2's promotional efforts are nearly invisible. We're piggybacking off TI and TI only. Think about it. When's the last time you saw anything related to Dota 2 on YouTube, or even just an ad on social media, or even any campaign hyping up an event? You know, for me, I have to Google when TI is for this year because I don't even know. For a game with such rich lore, stunning art, and iconic heroes, the lack of narrative-driven content is just a missed opportunity. Like, don't get me wrong, Dragon Blood was, alright, and we'll just keep it as that. Finally, the neglect on content creators. Content creators are the biggest bridge between the game and its community. Streamers and YouTubers keep players engaged. They attract new audiences and amplifies a game's presence across platforms. Unfortunately, Valve has largely neglected this crucial aspect of community building for Dota 2. The only noticeable thing I've seen in this category is ESL hiring Noob from UA, you know? My boy finally did it! So what does Valve need to do? I'll be blunt. I don't think there's a way of fixing the new player problem or Smurfs. There is still something Valve can do to increase viewership and maybe help keep this game alive. The only thing I can think of that might actually work are storylines. We need to keep people interested. We need to build emotional investment or create some tea. The best example I can give is the famous TI-8 betrayal, which is showcasing players' struggles and triumphs can, well, legitimately humanize the game and build back a loyal fan base. Like, even seeing what players talk about in between games or on their smoke breaks were interesting.
Oh, shit. Take a moment.
Next, we need memorable personalities, heroes if you will, as us the fans are more likely to engage with players we know and root for. The prime example I can give is Dendi. That name should still ring a bell even to this day, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. We need to be highlighting these players' personal stories and journeys. These little things can make any tournament more compelling. The last big personality we had, in my opinion, was Topson, and maybe before that, Miracle Kuroki, kind of. But undeniably, Dendi was the star. If you look at games like League, personalities like Faker serve as the face of the game. He basically embodies its excellence and passion. But the dude outside of League is a brick wall. Like, he's so boring, but yet he carries the game on his back with just his name, because he's Faker. Dota 2 needs more recognizable figures. I'll say it again. They act as like game ambassadors within the community and outside. If we can somehow make a memorable personality appear, this is getting a little cult-like, but Dota 2 can transcend the game itself again. Like Faker becoming a household name in esports. These figures bring legitimacy and media attention back into the scene. Finally, storylines not only attract hardcore fans, but also casual viewers and newcomers who might not fully understand the game's mechanic, but can enjoy the personality and human aspect of the game. Like, does anybody remember James? Dota 2 isn't just a game. It's a cultural phenomenon with millions of passionate fans. In my experience, it's brought a lot of people together and set a standard of what esports could be. Dota 2 has always been a game of strategy, adaptability, and perseverance. Maybe it's time for Valve to take a page out of its own playbook and bring this forgotten giant back to life. After all, if Dota's taught us anything, it's no hero is truly gone. It's just waiting for the right moment to respawn.